Hello and a warm welcome to RBIQ 2015. It's a one-of-a-kind quiz where you see the entire length and breadth of the nation being a part of the quiz. Whether it's Jammu in the north, right across to Vadodara and Surat in the west, all the way down Kerala in the south and across to Port Blair and Calcutta and Siliguri and of course the entire northeast region. We've covered the entire length and breadth of the nation, and this is your top 4 finalists. And these finalists have fought very, very hard to be here. Behalf of the entire team here from RBI-Q and from the RBI and myself, your host Lloyd Saldana, we welcome you to this national finale. And before I start, let me welcome the top 4 of the national finalists. On table number 1, we have Sahyadri PU College from Mangaluru, a team of Subhash and Rishraj. Welcome to the national finale. Table number 2 is BVM Nagpur, a team of Tanmay and Anshul. Very, very comfortable national finalists. Right across, Army Public School on table number 3 from Siliguri, Mayank and Somadeep. Welcome. And last but definitely not least, Sunbeam School from Varanasi, a team of Rohit and Anand. Those there, ladies and gentlemen, your top 4 teams. And let me begin with the first of my rounds. And I promise you, we've tried our best to keep the level of this quiz as tough as possible, because you guys have been answering some outstanding questions in absolute great style. So the national finale has been set to your standard. I'm assuming you're prepared, or are you all winging it? Let me move on to the first of my rounds coming up for you on your screen. The world is flat, and here it comes for you. We look at the world, we look across everywhere. Great writers, thinkers, everyone has said that we're going to leave behind a nation for our children, or the world for our children. But RBI has gone a step ahead and created a simple concept of the financial inclusion that wants younger kids to be a part of that world right now. As a part of that effort, we thought we'll create rounds which have logic that embed a part of this quiz. The world is flat is you're going to get different countries on your screen. You get to pick a country, and from each country there's a question from the world of finance. Pick a country, I ask you a question, plus 10 on a correct answer on a direct, plus 10 on a pass. We're going to play this round twice over. We start with Mangaluru and we finish with Varanasi, first time over. Second time around, we continue with Varanasi and we finish with Mangaluru. Plus 10, no minuses. All good? Sure? Start off with Mangaluru. What's your choice? From South Zone.
United States of America.
United States of America is your choice. And on that choice, your question on your screen. There we go. The national motto of the USA first appeared on the 2-cent coin minted in 1864. It was placed in the US Mint, initiated by Reverend M.R. Watkinson. What am I talking about?
In God we trust.
At the national finale, the US motto on a coin becomes the first question that gives you 10 points on that one. Well done. 10 points on getting In God We Trust, right? I'll move ahead. Nagpur, BVM.
United Kingdom.
Okay, United Kingdom is your choice. It's a visual question coming up for you. This is a coin issued by William the Conqueror on 1077 to 1080. The stars on either side of the central visual figure is the origin of what common financial unit used across the world? The stars that you find on either side of the central figure form the origin of something that's financially used across the world. What am I talking about? Yes.
Cent.
Cent. Passing you on cent. Table 3. Army Public School, Siliguri.
So unit is a currency.
Financial unit. National final. I'm going to make it easier. That's my job.
Credit and debit.
Not credit and debit. Across?
Dollar.
Cent, dollar, pennies, and debit and credit is what they go for. The answer there is sterling. Star and ling becomes sterling. I thought that was workable, but it's the national finale. So best of luck. Across, let's move back. United States, United Kingdom have disappeared from your choices. Not available for you guys. Army Public School.
Germany.
Germany is what you choose. And on the German question, till the year 1999, Germany had an unusual amount of deductible expenses, where this expense accounted for 20 to 30% of all public contracts. It was deductible if all the parties in the transaction were named. On the recommendation of Business Week, this was removed. What was this tax deductible expense that I'm talking about? It accounted for 20 to 30% of all public contracts. Think. There is a way of working this out from the question. On the recommendation of Business Week, this was removed. Come on, guys.
Entertainment tax.
Not entertainment tax. Across, not zone champions Varanasi. Sunbeam.
Window tax. Window.
No, it's not the window tax. South zone, Mangaluru.
This was unification by any chance? German reunification?
German unification tax. They actually had a 20 to 30% tax, which rather part of 20 to 30% of all public contracts.
Probably that too. They want to divert industries, so they deduct taxes on them.
So they wanted to ensure that industry gets diverted, so there's, during unification, both sides get equal measure. Beautiful story, wrong answer. Moving on. Yeah. Nagpur.
Mustache.
Mustache tax. No, it's not the mustache tax. Missing out. Nobody getting this one. I said it's fun and serious. These actually are bribes. 20 to 30% of all public contracts included bribes. And if you paid a bribe, it could be tax deductible in Germany until Business Week recommendation. It's not funny, trust me. I'll move ahead. Varanasi.
France.
France is your choice. Hear me out. This is Octave Homburg, who was a French diplomat, author, and financier who served as the director of Indochina Bank, among other things. His greatest achievement till date was when he was the CEO of Société Générale, where he formed a consortium between SCOGEN, Franco-Egyptian Bank, and Credit Industriel et Commercial to finance a project with a debt plan tied to ticket sales. The key part of this question is ticket sales. What ambitious project did he finance which was debt tied to ticket sales? Varanasi, for 10 points.
So, Statue of Liberty.
Good try. Good try. Not the right answer. South Zone, Mangaluru.
Suez Canal.
Good try again, Nagpur.
Panama Canal.
Not Suez, Panama. You're lifting from there. Army Public School.
Eiffel Tower.
The other three big ones are done. You're left with Eiffel Tower, so you take Eiffel Tower, and I'll give you 10 points on Eiffel Tower. Good one. Okay, national final. Beginning at a slow pace, but I promise you at home, they're going to catch up. Outstanding teams. I'm going to continue this on anti-clockwise, starting with Varanasi.
Italy.
Italy is what you choose. And an Italian question coming up for you. This is a Venetian currency of small value, which was minted in 1539, and it gave its name to a service which was provided for this coin's price. What term, which is used all over the world, gets its name from this currency of Italy?
So from Libra, the lira was derived,
Okay.
and the currency pound.
Currency pound, okay. No, across. National final, guys, you need to give me something better than that. No, not that you were very close. I'm just telling you. Passing.
Gazette.
Explain.
It's a kind of newspaper.
So the value of the currency was the worth of the news that was paid. Half a penny worth. Put your hands together. Gazette is the right answer. Beautiful answer. Okay, let's continue. Easton.
Sweden.
Sweden is your choice. Will signed on 27 November 1895. Haldmar and Ludwig, 200,000 crowns. Emmanuel, 300,000 crowns. Mina, Ingeborg, Alaric and Tira, 100,000 crowns. Olga, 100,000 francs. Alfred Hammond of the USA, 10,000. What happened to the rest of the money?
Nobel Prize.
Whose will was this?
Alfred Nobel.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together. 10 points. Good one. Another good start on. You're doing well. Interesting. Nagpur, your question to you.
Netherlands.
Netherlands is what you choose. Let's take a look at the Netherlands question. In 1602, the States General of the Dutch Republic granted the Dutch East India Company a charter. Inhabitants of the Netherlands were called upon to invest in the company. This was a tedious task and it resulted in the creation of what first in the... I haven't finished my question. What first in the world? My God, he's in such a hurry. Go on.
Okay, so the Dutch East India Company made the first IPO on the Amsterdam stock market.
The Dutch East India Company made the first IPO on
Like the first time a company was traded to the public, like public stocks.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Is that nervousness and you're shaking or is that excitement and you're shaking?
excitement, I guess.
10 points on that one. 10 points on that one. Ah! Nice. Okay. Mangalore or Mangaluru from South Zone, Sharda PU College. Portugal and Thailand. Portugal, unanimous. Is there any particular reason for choosing Portugal?
Probably Goa.
Okay, you're linking Goa and Portugal together. Okay, fair enough. Okay, your question is a visual one. This is a wedding leaflet of May 1662 when King Charles II of England married Catherine of Braganza of Portugal. You want me to finish the question or you seem to know the answer? Know the answer? Finish?
Yes.
It's almost like you're doing me a favor. Please read the question. No? Okay. The noble family of Braganza offered a large dowry which included a lot of wealth and territories of Portugal. After receiving a group of islands as dowry, Charles did not want to take the trouble of governing it and rented it to the East India Company for 10 pounds of gold a year. What territory was this?
Bombay. Because it was a dowry. As Catherine of Braganza's dowry was Bombay.
You know what was Catherine? How old are you?
17.
And you know somebody who lived in 1662's dowry. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Well prepared, like I said in the beginning. It is the national finale. Teams have come very, very well prepared. But without further ado, let me move on to the next of my rounds. And from here is where the battle takes off. World of Finance is a completely visual round. Four questions on screen coming up for you. Every time a question comes up, you guys can wait for me to finish the question, or when I'm reading the question, you can stop me. It's your choice. But if you stop me when I'm reading the question, I will not complete the question. You need to give me an answer based on wherever you stop me from. My suggestion, it is the national finale, so please try and listen to the question before you guys go ahead. Unless you're supremely confident, don't go on the buzzer. Plus 10, minus 5. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a round of applause for getting the buzzers right? Come on, any encouragement is good encouragement. Shall I start then? Question number 1 coming up for you on your screen. Here we go. Founded by Maurice Amon, this company started in 1927, supplied agricultural products with a special fat used in milking of cows as its main product. Originally meaning societal, industrial, a commercial, they produit alimentres, which means industrial and commercial food products company, in 1940 Spain was the first of its customers when the company expanded into a niche business involved with agricultural products. What does, basically after all that lengthy history, what does RBI buy from them is the question. No one? Involved a lot with agricultural products. Table number 1, Sharda PU College, Mangaluru from the South Zone has gone on the buzzer. What is your answer?
Paper for banknotes.
Paper for banknotes is a minus 5. What you will take on that one? Good try on paper for banknotes. Anyone else wants to try? No negative, no positive.
Security thread.
Not the security thread. Anyone else?
Watermark.
Watermark. The answer there being the ink. If you could see my view from here, there's an entire row of gentlemen sitting in front nodding away to glory because it's a part and parcel of their daily life. Okay, that's all the ink for the Indian currency is produced by SICPA. Good try though. At least you went on the logical part to it. So let's move on to the next of my questions. Question number 2. Here we go. Even before my first letter, go on.
I think this is a note from Tibet before it was occupied by the Chinese.
You sure you don't want my question?
Well, I would love to hear it.
Not anymore, but you don't get choices like that. But put your hands together, that is 10 points. Oh! Supremely well prepared. Beautiful answer. Okay. Guys, again, if you all are so sure, go for it, or else don't risk it. Okay. Question number 3. Coming up for you. Here we go. He is a famous British actor and comedian who was an actor in the famed British sitcom On the Buses. He lived in Enfield in England, and for publicity purposes, he did something for the first time. Gone on the buzzer. Sunbeam School, Varanasi, North Zone Champions. Go for it.
Inauguration of ATM.
Inauguration of
The first cash machine, the ATM.
cash machine, the ATM. And who's this guy?
Some Reg Jeffney or
Regwani. The first ATM inauguration. Put your hands together. Outstanding. This is the caliber at which a national final should be, and this is going great. Let me move on then to the last question of this round. 40 points, the 40th point that is available. Here we go. Part of the mineral revolution, this is a place called Witswater, which discovered gold in the year 1886. Because of the gold rush it created, a lot of people flocked in, and this became an important component in making the country the largest producer of gold on earth. Sharda PU College, Mangaluru, South Zone. You stopped me on this. Go for it. What is your answer?
South Africa.
I need a slightly better answer than that.
The rand, the currency, the rand of South Africa.
This mining area gives its name to which currency unit would have been my question. Rand from South Africa is the answer. Put your hands together. Try as you may to confuse them by elongating the question, adding in different elements to the question. The focus is on the answer. Outstanding, Mangalore. Can I quickly have a look at the RBIQ quotient? Early days, just a couple of rounds done. This is the national finale. And before we go into the buzzer mode that will continue, this is how it looks. Sharda PU College from Mangalore at 35 leading the quiz. Bhavan's Vidya Mandir Nagpur on 20. Army Public School Siliguri also on 20. So best of luck to you guys. We'll continue with this to the next of my rounds, to my favorite round actually. It's called the Banker's Bank. This is a combination of both visual and audio. There's 1 audio and 3 visual questions in this round. Question would appear on screen. I'll read out the question as usual. If you stop me, I'm going to stop. That rule continues throughout the quiz, guys, okay? Question number 1 coming up for you on your screen. Fingers on your buzzer. +10, -5. First question. Here we go. Issue. Sunbeam School, Varanasi, North Zone. You stopped me before I can even ask. Go for it. You've gone on the buzzer. This is national final, guys.
Currency for Hajj.
Currency for Hajj is what you say, and that is a beautiful -5 that you start off with. Don't be in a hurry. I told you this. Don't be in a hurry. This is the Gulf Rupee Z10. The number there, Z10. That was a big clue. For use in Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, and the Trucial states initially. Wait for the question. Don't be in a hurry. You're unnecessarily taking negatives. Question number 2. On your screen. Here we go. This is a Hong Kong-based company called PNT, which is called Palmer and Turner. Was started by William Salway with 2 employees, Clement Palmer and Arthur Turner, gave their name to this firm. They supervised a Bombay-based company to create something which cost rupees 25.55 lakhs and completed this supervision in March 1939. What did they create for the RBI? Hong Kong-based company called PNT Sunbeam School, Varanasi. One more
The
time.
head office of RBI in Bombay, headquarters in Bombay.
What does the headquarters have to do with them?
The earlier the headquarters was in Calcutta. It shifted to Bombay.
And they built
And
the
they were
headquarters.
constructing company.
PNT got the headquarters of the RBI built. You know a company that built the headquarters of RBI.
Yes, sir.
Where did you read this?
1939 was the clue.
Okay, so you got my clue on that one. Fair enough. Put your hands together for him. Including things like people who built the headquarters. And you're saying you worked the answer out. Absolutely fabulous on that one. I'm happy with you despite the first question where you messed up. Good comeback. Very, very good comeback. Next one's an audio piece. Question is going to come up on screen. Listen to the audio. Try and answer the question on screen. Here we go. Go for it.
पैसा बोलता है.
The next phrase is पैसा बोलता है. Quick on the buzzer. Quick on the buzzer. Put your hands together. Oh, utilize that. Yes. Last one's another visual question. Take a look at this one. And here I go with my question on your screen. He is Ram.
The Yaksh and Yakshini, which is in front of the headquarters of the RBI.
You sure you don't want me to do my job?
No.
No. Okay. Put your hands together. Yaksha and Yakshini. 10 points on that one. Wow. Let's just move on to the next of my rounds. I'll do scores at the end of the next one. But here comes the next round for you. It's the lateral thinking round. A round that we pride ourselves by having created it and enjoyed it across the nation and across the world. But here's the question, rather the round for you on your screen, lateral thinking. So that all of us are on the same plane. 4 questions, plus 10, minus 5. 4 questions, okay? Three of them are people. One of them is an entity. I'm just going to leave it at that. So use that as a logic. I'm not going to keep telling you per question what the answer I'm looking for. 3 of the answers are people. One of them is an entity. Figure life yourself. This is the national finale. I'm not making life any easy for anyone. Question number 1. You've gone on the buzzer. Give me an answer.
J.R.D. Tata.
Explain.
I've read about him, the Hotel Riviera.
Okay.
That probably the symmetry.
Okay.
That is Dada, but that is Free Press Journal started by him.
So you're saying it's J.R.D. Tata. Super fast on the buzzer, but sometimes doesn't work. Minus 5. It's not J.R.D. Tata. Play a fair game, guys. Don't do this. You're going too early without looking at the question. You're being detrimental to yourself. That is... Anyone else wants to try? No points. No? Okay. That is R.K. Lakshman. R.K. Lakshman. The Hotel Riviera was a book authored by R.K. Lakshman. His first full-time job was the Free Press Journal, where he worked as a political cartoonist along with the late Bal Thackeray. This is David Lowe, a cartoonist whom R.K. Lakshman considered to be his idol and met him while working with Times of India. And he applied to the J.J. School of Art, which denied him admission, saying he lacked talent of quality. That is R.K. Lakshman. Great Indian. Okay, moving on. Minus 5 to you guys. Just be careful. Don't be in a hurry. Let me go on to my next question. Here we go. Yeah, answer now. Answer now.
Okay, that is Manthan.
Okay.
The song from Manthan.
Okay.
That is John Mathai.
Okay.
And
That is WFB. I can read that also. And IRMA. But what's the answer?
White Revolution.
Explain.
That is song from Manthan. And Manthan is based on White Revolution.
Okay.
And that is John Mathai.
That is a logo Operation Flood, probably the second one.
Second one is Operation Flood.
Crowdfund.
-5.
Sir, Varghese Kurian?
I'm accepting one answer. You go that fast on the buzzer. I'm going to
Crowdfunding.
take only one answer from you. That's a -5. That is Verghese Kurian, but I'm not giving it to you at the White Revolution. I'm not giving it to you at White Revolution. I very specifically said, give me specific answers, and you're being very fast on the buzzer. Not accepting that from you. -5, that is Verghese Kurian. Let's just move on to the next question. And if you're going fast on the buzzer, I need an immediate answer. I'm not waiting for you guys. Just play a fair game. Here we go.
This is his first ball. Through the gap, on the offside, listen to it. Just caressing it through the offside field.
B.R. Ambedkar.
How?
Aruna, sir.
Probably got the Bharat Ratna along with B.R. Ambedkar.
That's a -5 on B.R. Ambedkar. The answer there is Indian Air Force. Sachin Tendulkar, honorary rank of Group Captain. That is Cecil Boucher, who commanded the first fleet of the number 1 squadron of the Indian Air Force. He later became Air Vice Marshal. That is taken from the Bhagavad Gita, the discourse given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefield of the Kurukshetra, and that's the motto of the Indian Air Force. And stamp of Aruna Asaf Ali was created on the 66th anniversary of the Indian Air Force. Okay, last one. Here we go.
As the ultimate goal is concerned, I think none of us need have any apprehension.
Okay.
B.R. Ambedkar, waiting for the visa in his book. MOOC was started by him, and Reserve Bank of India, the problem of the rupee and its solution, on the book based by him.
This time, you are right. Put your hands together for them. My God, I've never seen such a labor effort in a single round. That's a lot of hard work trying to get back, but be fair to yourself. You're a better team than that. Don't do this to yourselves. But good answer on that one on the B.R. Ambedkar question. +10 is what they get. Can I quickly have the RBIQ quotient, please? I'm doing good time. I just have one more round to play, and let's quickly have a look. Oh, this is how it looks. 45, 20, 20, 20. Oh, ho, ho. Interesting. But this can only mean the last round gets a little more interesting than what it could be. We've got 3 more questions, but I'll explain the rules of the round before I go into the last round. All 3 answers are Indian. The round is called #India. Beauty of this round is there is 45 points at stake. 3 questions, 45 points at stake. I'll explain the round to you. Every question is going to have 3 clues. On the first clue, you get the answer right, you get a +15. On the second clue, you get the answer right, it's a +10. On the last clue, you get the answer right, it's a +5. Negatives remain the same. +15, -15, +10, -10, +5, -5. Yeah. High risk, high reward. It is the last round of the national finale. The best part of this round, if you get a clue wrong, or you give me a right answer on one of the clues, you will not be allowed to play the next 2 clues. On the first clue. On the second clue, you will not be allowed to play the last clue. So basically, the last clue is going to be between 2 teams that haven't got an opportunity to try. Or teams that haven't got an opportunity. Because if nobody goes in the first clue, somebody gets it wrong on the second, the last clue could be between 3 teams. All good? Any doubts? But before I go, can I have a round of applause for all these 4 teams, please? Come on, put your hands together. And I know you're following us. The 4 semi-finals have been absolutely fantastic, including some of them going up to the last question. 3 questions remaining. We are going to decide who the national champion is going to be. One of these teams is going to walk away from here with the crown of national champion and the pride to speak about it for the rest of the year. Who is that going to be? I don't know. Quiz is still open, so best of luck to you guys. And before I start the last round, I'm not going to start till I see some smiles. I'm serious about it. Young people can't be this serious. And Tanmay, don't get me into this argument with you. This young man has an issue with smiling for the last 1.5 years that I've known him. At no quiz of mine has he ever smiled. And he still doesn't smile. Okay, let him be at his best case. I'll move on to my questions. Question number 1, 3 clues. First one, you need to identify a person for me. Okay? Answer is a person from these clues. Clue number 1 on your screen. Here we go. Whoa! Bhavan's Vidya Mandir, Nagpur. You've gone on the buzzer.
Shah Suri, mausoleum of Shah Suri.
This is the mausoleum of Shah Suri. So the answer is...
He was the first person to introduce rupee in India.
No, that would have been my second clue.
Shah Suri.
Are you sure you didn't look into my cards? Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Oh! Mausoleum of Shah Suri. Wow. Okay. Second clue. Coming up on screen. Second clue. Here we go. This is another person on your screen. Sunbeam.
Grave of J.R.D. Tata.
So the answer is J.R.D. Tata.
We know this because you people do a lot of quizzes with Tata.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. On national television, thank you so much for that. But put your hands together, that is J.R.D. Tata. Plus 15. Wow. Wow. Shah Suri's mausoleum, J.R.D. Tata's cemetery where he's buried. Okay, you guys are just extremely well prepared. But the last one, here we go. On your screen for 15 points. Another person, of course. Here we go. Indian was nominated.
APJ Abdul Kalam.
APJ Abdul Kalam.
Because he was the president at that time, okay, and he did something in 2004, okay, I remember. He was appointed on the board of the RBI.
Mr. and Mrs. Sunbeam, stop fighting. Somebody give me an answer.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Is your answer. 15 points. Put your hands together. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Oh my God. Calm down. Calm down. There is that board, that table is very expensive. Absolutely outstanding. Oh my God. Can I please have the... Do I even need to ask for it? Or are you sure you're the winners?
Now we know this is APJ.
No. Anand, like I said, take a deep breath. And do you think you're the winners?
Yes, sir. Finally I can smile.
Finally you can smile. Okay. Take a look at the RBIQ coach. It's coming up for you on your screen.
Finally.
And yes, he is the winner. Put your hands together. Sunbeam School Varanasi. Last question, come back. Okay. Don't beat him up. Okay. But my heart goes out to Sahyadri College. You all started off so well. But I don't know why you didn't take risks.
Sir, because it is India quiz.
Okay, so?
And we are national champions of Heritage India quiz.
So you are now on a show-off mode also?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you, Nana,
So
after 1 hour I'll tell you how can I smile.
Okay, so all the humility the past 1 hour just went out of the window.
Sir, it is 13 months after Dr. Rajan.
Yeah?
I was inspired by him.
Okay.
He was also a quizzer at his time.
Okay.
I worked extremely hard for 13 months.
Last time we were knocked down in the semi-finals.
You were knocked out of the semi-finals, but this time you came back to be national champions. Nothing like it, guys. I think put your hands together. And there was a reason. There was a reason I kept on, during the quiz also, I kept on telling them they are a better team than what they are doing, because Harakiri on the buzzer has been their trademark for a while also. I've noticed that in the past. I mean, these young boys...
We love Karen Pollard.
Yeah, why not? So, these young boys have always had that issue of going on the buzzer and getting it wrong, but I think today they backed themselves up. And like I said, the quiz was not over till the last minute. So, let's move on then. Without further ado, could I have Dr. Rajan on stage, sir, please? So, this is your second year in a row. Last year you saw a fantastic effort. And this year it almost felt like, just the way I described it at the beginning, 6-yard box, goalkeeper to beat, and they just managed that. What is your take on it?
Truly amazing. So let me ask this team one more question. No return without risk. I mean, that's exactly what you showed. Let me ask you another one. Were you prepared to buzz on the last question no matter what came?
We were prepared to buzz every question. We didn't come here to lose.
See, I think you set the stage first by pointing out they were at the bottom in the middle. And then that sort of woke them up.
Yeah.
And they're very good,
we knew
but
all the
also
answers
they took a chance.
Absolutely.
And despite you constantly telling them don't take risks, they went on.
Absolutely.
I think that was fantastic. But congratulations to you also. It was a great show, and my guess is any one of these teams is so much better than what we were 35 years ago. I mean, I don't think I've forgotten anything that I knew, but I knew a very, very small fraction of what these guys know. So congratulations. The purpose of this joint venture between the RBI and Doordarshan is really to encourage students all around the country to pay some attention to some of these issues. It's not so much we want you to know about the RBI. It's more that we want you to learn about both economics, our country, as well as the world. And beyond that, if you feel encouraged to do more, we have a new venture we're starting up where we encourage college students to write an essay and then come make presentations on economic issues. Ultimately, they'll make a presentation to the governor and deputy governors on monetary policy solutions for India. That's something we're going to start next year. But I hope that some of you, as you move into college, will come back and do that. But really, the purpose of this is awareness. And awareness will play out in your own finances, in measures to check various kinds of fraud that take place, to increase awareness about currency, to increase basically your responsibilities to allow you to fulfill your responsibilities as good citizens of India. So that's why we in the RBI do this quiz, and we hope that many more students across the country will keep coming back. I'm glad that you were challenged last year to come back and win it. It's really impressive that you've done all this effort. Congratulations, and you fully deserve this trophy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, I'd like to first call upon Army Public School, Siliguri. Champions from the East. Put your hands together. Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Nagpur. Now for the one team that I feel extremely bad about, I'd spoken to them yesterday, and while talking I was telling them, don't leave it for the last question. If you realized you were leading till the last question, and that last question made so much of a difference. And that's the same thing what I told you. I guess sometimes not taking risks has its own downfalls. But put your hands together. Sharda, see you college Matanuri. Finishing runner-up with 45 points. Runners-up with one more prize, please. One last time, the team that finally has decided to smile, the national champions of RBIQ 2015, Sunbeam School Varanasi. Put your hands together. Your trophies and your certificates. One more time, national champion trophy. Come on guys, I think they deserve a better round of applause. Put your hands together. That brings us to the end of the 62 city journey, ladies and gentlemen. A 62 city journey that had almost every single city that you can imagine across the length and breadth of the nation. 4 champions battled it out, and finally it was Sunbeam School Varanasi, the Nut Zone champions, who won in emphatic style. on behalf of the entire RBIQ 2015 team, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Take care, and we will soon see you on the next season of RBIQ.